All right, different paste options. This is probably one of the most important things that I need to show people when I've made spreadsheets for them, because most people use shortcuts and they just do copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and they don't actually realize what they're pasting. And as soon as I've made a spreadsheet for someone, the rule for 99.9% of times people are copying and pasting into a spreadsheet that's already been pre-made is to use paste values and not normal paste. And I've always got to explain the difference between these two. So what I wanted to do here is actually show you the different paste options. So I'm not going to use any shortcuts because you need to be able to see what the different ones are. You can figure out what the shortcuts are after that. So let me just show you what I've done here. Here I've just simply typed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here I've typed in a formula that shows these values in these cells, just points to these cells. So now if I want to copy that into here, if I do right click, I've got various paste options. Now there are some special paste, and sometimes these ones won't appear here depending on what platform you're using. Sometimes if you've got a Mac, or sometimes it's different. Sometimes you may have to go into paste special, little arrow here, which gives you other options. I'm not going to go into these ones. If you want to have a look through what those ones are, they all explain what they do when you click on them. I'm just going to go through the main ones that are listed here, the main 6. So the first one is paste everything. So what that means is whatever you've selected here will be pasted here. It doesn't care what formatting you've got. It doesn't care what conditional formatting you've got. It doesn't care what colors there are, borders, what they formatted as, text, whatever. It doesn't care. It's simply going to copy what you've got there and paste exactly the same over here. And that's sometimes not what you want, because if you've made a spreadsheet and you've got conditional formatting in to alert you for various types of things, and then you open up a CSV file, for example, and you copy all the data and you paste it in using paste, then you not only overwrite all the hard work that you've done, but you also could, in theory, paste a locked spreadsheet into that, and it'll automatically lock those cells and you won't be able to access them again. So what do we do? So that's the first option, is paste, a normal paste, and it pastes everything. And when you're creating a spreadsheet, sometimes that's good and that's what you need. But if you don't want to, if you don't want to paste everything across, you just want the values, then you use paste values. So you can see that was a green cell there. If I go to paste values, it stays green. And because all I'm pasting now using paste values is the 1, 2, 3. I'm not even pasting the formula. I'm just saying, what does it say in that cell? 1, put 1 in this cell. It's as simple as that. It's the most simple paste version. It's the one that does the least amount of damage to a spreadsheet in that regard. So you literally just pasting the data rather than all the formatting and formulas and everything that comes with it. The second option, the third option, sorry, is to paste formulas. So what this one does is it keeps the conditional formatting and formatting and everything else. But what it does is it actually pastes the formula that you had in the other cell. So that one says equals D7. So this one's going to say equal D7. That's just what it does. It just simply copies the formula that you've got there. Remember as well with the dollar signs in there with the fixed references. If you haven't watched that video, watch the fixed cell reference, because that's going to play a part here as well. But you're pasting essentially the formulas. The other option is to paste transpose. Now, what transpose means is if you copy it and the formulas, these cells here are listed vertically, and if you go to transpose, what it does is it puts them horizontally. Now, again, your fixed cell references are going to play a part here, so you've got to keep an eye on what you're doing there. But yes, it basically switches it from horizontal to vertical. So that can be very useful sometimes when you're specifically wanting to do that. But what you've also got to keep in mind is if you don't want it to do that, it can be very disruptive. The second last one is to paste the formatting. So what the formatting does is it's just clear the data we pasted in earlier. If we go to here and we say copy and we come here and we say formatting, that doesn't copy the data across. It just changes the formatting. So in other words, what color is the cell? Does it have a border? Is it conditional formatting? Is it locked? Is it unlocked? All that kind of stuff. It just copies the formatting that you've got rather than the actual data. And the last one is a link. So what the link does is when you paste it as a link, instead of putting in the formula from the previous one, what it does is it literally pastes a link to this source. So this source was column F, row 7, so F7. So this just says, yeah, look at F7. So rather than going down here going equals that, equals that, equals that, or equals that, and then copying and pasting the values, the formulas down, you can just select that, right-click it here, and paste link. So those are the options that you've got. And it's very important as to which one you use, because you need to think about what is you want to copy across when you're actually doing that. So let's just run through them again quickly. If you want to copy everything, formatting, colors, formulas, I mean, not formula, if you have formulas, the whole bank sheet exactly as it is, you use paste. If you want to just paste the data and you don't want to ruin the formatting, you just want to paste the data that's stored in each of those cells. And not even, when I say data, I don't even mean the formula, I mean literally what is in it, what you're seeing. So if it says 4, if this is a complicated formula to come to the answer 4, it just simply puts in the 4. That's paste values. This is what I would suggest if you're ever getting data from one spreadsheet and you want to put it into another one that's already been pre-made. This is the one to use. Paste formulas, paste the formula across. Transpose switches it around from vertical to horizontal and vice versa. Formatting doesn't paste the data, just copies the formatting, or you can paste it as a link. So those are the different paste options. You need to know the difference because if you do the wrong one at the wrong time, it can create you quite a bit of work. And if you get that right, it can save you a lot of time and hassle. So yeah, I hope that that's useful to you. I do want to show you one more, which might be useful if you are doing something slightly more high tech. Sometimes what you would do in Excel is you would put in data which would then produce a, I don't know, report of some kind, or even a graph or something that is visual that you want to be able to use. So let's just say, for argument's sake, we wanted to use that, but we wanted to put that finished product in a brochure or in a report or in Word or something like that. Now, what I've seen a lot of people do is take a screenshot and then come and cut that out in some kind of paint program and then save it as an image. You can do it that way, but there is a simpler way. If you right-click and copy, and then you come over here, right-click, and if you go to Paste Special, there's one right down here at the bottom, which is Paste as a Picture. So you can paste that as a picture, and then you can go right-click on that and go Save as Picture, and you can save it on your desktop or wherever it is as a PNG. So that is actually a graphic. So instead of actually taking a screenshot and cutting it out, you can just simply save as a picture. There are other save as options. As I said, you can go through them. I'm not going to go through them all now. But really, those first 6, it'll do you well to understand what the different ones do, and then understand when you're making a spreadsheet, which one do I actually need, and using the relevant one could save you a lot of time and hassle. So I hope that helps you. All the best. Bye-bye.